Due to the name of this event, we should disclose that no drivers or staff were drinking and driving. Drinking and driving is dangerous to you and people around you. Plus, your local police officer may frown upon that. If you intend on drinking, please do so responsibly. Was that it? Did I cover everything? Good. Wait, why is everything written on the screen? Enjoy the video?
So we're here talking about the Xtreme Offroad Television Bourbons and Boulders tour. Kind of a 4-day adventure ride, if you will, that took us to some amazing places. Day one, we met in Louisville, Kentucky, and we were greeted with some rain. We got out, checked over all the Jeeps, made sure everything was right and tight and ready to go for a great adventure. Obviously, Big Red here had been on the trail for a few weeks or 2 weeks prior to that, so we knew we were all set. From there, we hopped in the Jeep and we caravaned down to Wilson Artworks to see some beautifully handcrafted mint julep cups and other cups and things that they made there. It was just awesome to see the hand craftsmanship, you know, the old style in which they did it. These are not modern, you know, high volume machines. Everything is made by hand. Everything is done, you know, from experience, not judgment, you know, calls with machines and computers. Very, very cool to see this artwork made. Something that's on my bucket list to own someday is one of their julep cups. From there, we left Louisville and headed towards Dirty Turtle Off-Road Park. Had not been to Dirty Turtle before, have heard about it, seen it with the Ultra 4 and some of the rock racing events, was really excited to get there. Big Red down, had our driver's meeting and kind of took off through the park. It was really neat. We took a couple laps on the Ultra 4 course and then just kind of a tour down through the park, a couple of steep climbs, you know, just kind of get our toes in the dirt, so to speak, for the week. From there, we went back to the hotel, kind of regrouped for the day, you know, got all of our stuff taken care of. The next day was probably the highlight of the trip for me. We got to tour 2 distilleries. The first one was Castle and Key. One of the most famous distilleries in the Kentucky area. Just a beautiful building. It wasn't even really open to the public yet, so we got a very, very behind the scenes look. As someone who's never been to a distillery before or even really understands the process, it was a great education experience. And also, I'm a history buff, and just to see the history in that building and the craftsmanship that goes into, you know, those spirits and how much the distillers enjoyed what they did. So just a great, great opportunity to go visit Castle and Key. From there, we kind of took a turn, same distillery type of situation, but we went over to Woodford Reserve, and this is a known operating distillery selling very good high-end spirits. We got a great tour there of a distillery that's been up and running. You know, everything was very, very clean and neat and tidy. And we got to do a tasting with someone who really kind of showed us how to taste those spirits and get the most out of them. So that was really, really neat and a great experience for me.
Hey, day 3 here on the Bourbon and Boulders adventure ride. We're here at Wildcat Off-Road Park. Gonna air down and let's hit the trail.
Day 3 took us to one of my favorite off-road parks of the trip, Wildcat Off-Road Park just outside of London, Kentucky. Fantastic park. The views and the scenery and everything is just amazing. Some quite difficult trails. Big Red, you know, performed flawlessly. We did a great hill climb at the end, kind of in a Jurassic Park looking thing. It was amazing.
Yeah, that's it, right there.
It was awesome to see all the rigs and you know, be a part of that. And then to cap off the day at Wildcat, they actually had an abandoned railroad tunnel that we toured through in the Jeeps, and it was just fantastic. So a great, great day at Wildcat Off-Road Park.
So hey, we got the tires aired down. We're gonna go about 8.5 today. Sway bar is disconnected, supercharger ready to go. We're gonna go all out today. Big Red's been on the road for about 24 days at this point, 16 days of off-roading. This is it. This is the last day. We're gonna leave it all on the table. And my guess, we're gonna load it on the trailer to head back to Michigan, running totally fine. Fox 2.5 coilovers, DSC adjustment, J-spec suspension. It is performing great. We're ready to go today.
Day 4, we did about a 2-hour drive down to Harlan, Kentucky. This is deep into some of the coal country of America's history. Again, fantastic off-road park. Been on my list of places to visit. Couldn't wait to get there. It was hot, it was humid. Jeeps, again, performed flawlessly. You know, there was some great, great trails. were so proud of Big Red and what we were able to accomplish with it. As we said, we were on the road for 3 weeks, a lot of off-roading. We were the only Jeep on the Bourbons and Boulders tour that we know of that didn't need a trailer. It didn't need to be wrenched on or fixed, nothing broke, just maintenance. And to be honest with you, we didn't pull cable either. There was a couple things we probably could have done that would have been a little more difficult for Big Red, but it had been through so much. We were just super happy with the way the suspension and the overall package of the Jeep performed. It was just a great way to cap off the week. So from all of us here at JKS Manufacturing, we really want to thank Ian Johnson and his team at Xtreme 4x4 RTM Productions for inviting us along on the Bourbons and Boulders tour. It really might be the highlight of our summer. It was a great event, and we hope to go again soon.